Hello GC, it's Wednesday, March 27th. I'm Jack Throgmorton.
And I'm Dalton Bell. Let's get into today's news.
The search continues this morning for at least 6 people connected to this bridge collapse. We first told you yesterday it happened early Tuesday morning in Baltimore, Maryland. We now know the cargo ship that hit the bridge lost the power in the moments leading up to the crash. We also know that 6 people are presumed dead. Those 6 were workers filling potholes on the bridge overnight. Divers are back on the scene today, but operating in the search and recovery, not rescue. Fortunately, 2 people were pulled from the water yesterday. One is in serious condition and the other wasn't hurt.
New this morning, a bill intended to prosecute more Kentucky teenagers on felony gun charges is making progress. The bill passed the State House late Tuesday night, which sends it to the Senate. If it passes there, it goes to Governor Andy Beshear's desk. The bill would mean teens would be tried as adults with serious felony charges, also if they used a gun when allegedly committing a crime. In the interest of staying transparent on this issue, Jack, what are the Kentucky lawmakers saying about this bill?
Dalton, the bill appears to be divided mostly on party lines. Republicans are supporting it while some Democrats are against the measure. Republican Representative Patrick Flannery spoke during debate yesterday. He believes the bill would improve public safety. Quote, "I think it's very important to realize that while we use terms like youthful offenders, teenagers, we are talking about very violent criminals, regardless of their age, that are using a firearm to kill others, to permanently injure others." Democratic Representative Lindsley Burke argues against the changes. Quote, "Here we are 3 years later, going back to a presumption that teenagers ought to be punished to the full extent of the law with very limited consideration of how we might rehabilitate them rather than punishing them." And Dalton, lawmakers are on crunch time to get this bill and others passed. The legislative session ends on Friday.
Thank you, Jack, for the information on that story. You can read more about the bill in the link in the description of this video. Here's a tremendous story this morning. Football fans are talking about rule changes to the National Football League. The NFL announced this week they are making 2 big changes to the game. The first is the banning of the hip drop tackle. This is when defenders grab a runner with both hands and unweights himself. They say this will protect players better. The other change brings back kickoff returns. The new rule adopts elements from the XFL-NFL Competition Committee. Chair Rich McKay says he hopes it will take arguably the most boring part of the game and make it more important.
It's official. John Calipari will hang on to his title of coach when it comes to the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky Sports Radio, Matt Jones, broke the news last night on X. That athletic director, Mitch Barnhart, will not make changes to Calipari's contract, which is a lifetime one. Fans have been calling for changes in Wildcat basketball after Kentucky lost to 13th seed Oakland in round 1 of the NCAA tournament. Shifting to some school announcements, have you got your prom tickets yet? They're $30. The prom is on April 20th, my birthday, at the Commonwealth Event Center in Paducah, Kentucky. The prom permission forms are on the blue desk by the front office. You can get your prom tickets during lunches at the table by the office.
Be sure to check out the GCHS bookstore in the PE Commons this week. The workers there have hidden eggs throughout the school ahead of Easter Sunday. Some of the eggs have candy and others have coupons for great deals on Eagle gear. These eggs are already hidden, so start looking now. Don't forget about the Graves Got Talent show. You will have to audition to be a part of it. Those auditions are on April 8th, 9th, and 10th during SOAR. You need to scan this QR code to reserve a spot, so pause if you need to. The actual show is on Monday, April 22nd. All applications are due by April 1st. Students and staff can enter.
The library will be closed this Thursday and Friday during lunch. Miss Mason will be getting things ready for We Read Week.
That's the week we come back after spring break. Students will go to the library with their English class to get themselves a free book to take with them.
Your English teacher will also give you time to read in class when we get back from spring break. It's Wednesday, folks, so you already know what's on the menu. Chicken nuggets and the usual sides like mashed potatoes, gravy, fries, side salads, rolls, and fruit. The season is over for the sport, but you can't deny the amazing accomplishments our bowling team had this year. Year after year, they grind it out in the lanes every week. GCTV's Carson Jones shows us why these bowlers love the sport so much.
Bowling is usually not the first thing you think of when it comes to high school sports, but the bowlers at Graves County practically live in the lanes.
I've been bowling since I was 5 years old, so I've always had a ball in my hand since I was little, and bowling's just something that I never go a day without thinking about it or doing it. So.
Colt Clark started his bowling career in middle school, and now he's one of the best in the region.
Grade year, I played baseball, and I was walking past at back-to-school night at the stand for bowling, and I just saw that one of my friends was back there, and the coach seemed nice, and I just needed something else to do. And then I eventually ended up quitting baseball to do bowling only because I loved it so much.
They enjoy the competitive aspect as well. At regionals, unfortunately, both teams fell short to McCracken County, but junior Abigail Hamilton and freshman Addie Clifton advanced to state. This is Abigail's third girls' regional title. Bowling is especially important for Abigail. Her dad has been her coach her entire life.
Dad has always been my coach, and with the journey of going to college visits and things like that, it's kind of scary having to give that role to somebody else, but being coached by my dad has really been a blessing because I've always had him by my side at home, in the bowling alley, in every setting.
Practice is an important part of preparing for tournaments. Most of the players are in the lanes every day.
We throw a few practice shots, see which ball's looking the best, which ball's hitting the pins best, and make marks move according to what the lane conditions are like.
Doing drills like a foul line drill or a one-step drill to improve my release and my timing.
Bowling isn't only throwing a ball at the pins, it's also very mental. Cole Clark is a great role model for younger players.
I mainly just try to keep a level head. Try to be the foundation of the team and try to keep everybody uplifted and just, do my best to be a good encourager.
They treat each other like family. This is one of the reasons these teams are so successful. In Graves County, Kentucky, Carson Jones, GCTV.
Hey GC, it's Lorelai with the weather. Today it's cold and cloudy out. The high is 57 and the low is 32. Tomorrow it's warming up just a little bit with a high of 64 and a low of 42. Friday it's going to get even warmer, perfect for the start of spring break, with the high getting to 72 and the low being 55. That's all for weather today. Now on to Caden with sports.
Hey there GC, it's Caden with sports. The softball team won last night, putting 10 runs on Carlisle County, ending in a shutout. They take on Mayfield tomorrow at 5:30. Our baseball team has started the year 8-1, the best start in program history. They take on Callaway County tomorrow at 5:30 at home. Both boys and girls tennis teams beat the West Kentucky Warriors 7-2. The Lady Eagles' Ellie Swift, Albany O'Neill, Jocelyn Leonard, and Gabby Courtney won in singles. And Swift and Lily Gossam teamed up to win in doubles. The Lady Eagles are now 4-2 on the year. Boys tennis players Mason Kirby, Asher McClain, Griffin Straub, Aiden Meadows, and Jackson Riley won in singles. Riley and Eli Marler and Kirby and Straub won in doubles. Archery competes at state this week after a big win at Trigg County. Good luck to them. There are no sports for tonight. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Caden. Before we go, here's a feel-good story for your Wednesday.
A yellow Labrador in New Jersey got its head stuck in the rim of a tire. That may seem really sad at first, but firefighters were able to help. This is a video from the Associated Press. Firefighters tried to use soap and oil, but that didn't work, so they resorted to power tools. Rescuers were able to get Daisy the yellow lab free.
Thank you for watching GCTV. We will see you all next time.
It's a great day to be an Eagle.